Hey there, Viper. What you doing in here? You never come in here while I'm getting ready for work. Well, shit. Lots of big things happened last night, bud. Well, after the meeting, I was going to the bar, right? Just a normal night at Hickory's down in Cooksville. And I was drinking something fierce with the guys. We was having a good time at all, and then this black guy gets up on that wooden stage they got there, and Jim and Todd and I thought he was a cleanup crew or something, but then he hops up on the stage and he starts playing piano with the band. So now the weird thing is that his band is all made up of other white folks except for him. And Jim looks at me, nearly swallowed his cigarette, and he says, "What's their coon doing up there?" And I tell you, I don't know why either. So the black fella gets done playing his song, and I'll tell you, I can't believe it. Can you imagine a black fella sounding just like that? Jim and Todd get pissed off, saying it's ruining their night, and they head off to their home. Now, something came over me in that moment, and I don't know what it was, but I head over to this man, this black man, and I open my mouth and I say, "I've never seen a black man play like that before. I only heard Jerry Lee Lewis play like that." Man smiles and says something like, "Well, who do you think taught him to play like that? Jazz, blues, ragtime, all that." I just stare at him, and the only thing I can say is, "Never talked to a black man before." Man laughs again and asks me why, and I tell him I'm from the Klan. And he doesn't believe me. He thinks I'm joking, which I'm not. And so I take out my wallet and I show him my card. And he doesn't jump, doesn't move. He just stares at it for a few moments. And finally he looks at me and he smiles and says, "Well, John Dennis, the first black man you ever talked to, his name is John Dennis." So I buy him a drink and everything's downhill from there. We talk about his music career, where he's been, all stuff like that. And then his face drops and he leans in real close and he says, "Why are you in the Klan?" And I tell him, simply put, well, my mama's been in the Klan, my papa's been in the Klan, my brother's in the Klan. It's just been my whole life. I mean, I grew up with it. It's my family's life work. Now, I ain't never killed nobody or nothing, but it's just a nice place with like-minded folks. He nods and thanks me for telling him where I come from, and he gets up and heads back up onto the stage, play with his band again. And I realized I gotta hear John play again. So I write down my phone number on a napkin and I hand it to him before I leave. So basically, he told me he'd give me a call next time he's in town. Viper, don't tell nobody, but fuck, I think I'm gonna quit the Klan.
You shake my nerves and you rattle my brain. Too much love can drive a man insane. You broke my will, but what a thrill.